Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. Evans now to return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Hey, uno Mars.
From the 32. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Oh, hey. Buggy. 11. Why Tony? Look the hot. Tonight.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Now he's past the 25. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Here we go. Nike Texas.
From the gun, Stroud. finds Stover. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, uno.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's incomplete left side. Nearly an interception on that play, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
South. Hey, south. Hey, uno more. Buggy. Hey.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Here we go, let's go.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Jags pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they've got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball. To go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, Lion.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got a man. Robinson has it. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Hey, Ron!
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Jaguars cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say the slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Carter on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
11. Why Tony?
Stroud now on 3rd. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
2J. Alert the hot.
Working inside the red zone. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, right.
Looking to throw, Stroud. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. And he's out, but that takes them to the start of the red zone. They're going to have it at the 20.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Red on the red.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
11.
First down throw, Lawrence. Complete out to the right. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 1 quarter. We're back for the start of the second quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6. Houston calls it second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, easy. Route. Silver.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Gun.
Lawrence now off the play action. Has it in close. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one splits the uprights, and the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brown with a return here. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Motioning left is their running back. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Pass caught by Tate Dell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Here we go. Robbie. 19 Texas. Hey, uno. Hey, south.
From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
All right.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Hey, uno Mars.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Everly's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Scott now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, go! Here we go.
That one's complete, right side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They're set up at the 35 now.
On red. Go, let's go. Go. Red.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third. They're set up at the 35 now.
11. Hey.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Lawrence working from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Now a pitch play to Pacheco. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seeing him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line, well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Has his man. It's Pacheco. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Pacheco does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Quick pass, right side, complete. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brown with a return here. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stop that time by Antonio Johnson.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On the quick, right? 11. Why, Tony? Alert the hot.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
24.
Man in motion here. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
30 left.
He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. He calls for and makes the fair catch. An abysmal punch here. They have some incredible field position. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And this is a nice gain. That's stopped at the 47. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He throws a bullet down the right side. He's got it. Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Red on red.
They pitch it out to him here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hey, easy. Route.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Decent 24. 13, Luke. Silver.
Lawrence looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars lead by 15 now. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Evans now to return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go, let's go. 19 taxi.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up a Houston first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Hey, uno.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Gets this to Stover. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
South.
1st down, Stroud. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 15. Collins there to grab it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Complete to Dell. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He's going to keep this one. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
Hey, uno. Hey, uno Mars. Buggy.
Stroud from the pistol. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Why, Tony? Look the hot.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And this one does not go far. They manage just 1 yard there. It's going to be 4th and 9. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Nike Texans.
Stroud off the play fake. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Here's a toss left side to Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Still has room inside the 15. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars grow the lead now to 22 points. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brown with a return here. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
All right. Hey, uno.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into a crowd, and intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Hey.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll run now on second down. And they were all over that reverse. He's tracked down behind the line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Lawrence now off the play action. Yeah, this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down. The Jaguars into punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Oh, ready?
On play action, here's Stroud. Diving right side, got it! He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action,